Yo, what's happening everyone? It's your boy here, Rahim. We're back again today with another great, amazing tech video. Well, the video of today is all about the programming, and we're gonna just do a challenge through ChatGPT and ask it to create for us a certain code, because as some of you guys all know, ChatGPT right now is capable of generating code which is functional code and can even debug the code. Now, without further ado, first thing first, what we're gonna do, we have just to know what are we gonna do with it. So first thing, which I was thinking so many times, is to create an app which can allow a user to press a button and open a web view. Now, it's a very simple app which we're gonna use, and we're gonna use Android Studio. As some of you guys don't know about Android Studio, it's an IDE, it's an integrated development environment, which a lot of you guys can just check it out, the Android Studio. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you'd like to download it and get started throughout making apps for your phones and publish them even on the Google Play Store. It's going to be really fun. So guys, now we're going to just get started throughout creating our new project. Now, tapping on create new project, you can see how it is. This is how the new project looks like. Now I'm going to say no activity because we just don't want any activity throughout here. So we're going to go to next, and throughout here we're going to call our activity web view, or we can say web view app. Now throughout there we have our package name here. We're going to call it app.webview.view. That's going to be our package name. Now I'll talk about it on the next video if you guys would like me to discuss about package name. Another kind of stuff, we're having save location. Now where do you want it to be saved? Well, me, I want it to be saved on the documents, but I'll create a new folder to keep my files inside, because if I just use the normal save folder, it won't achieve anything. So I'm going to say web view. Now throughout that, select OK, and throughout here you can select just Java. We're gonna leave minimum SDK to Android 9. When done, just tap on finish and it will generate all the files on the go, so as we can get ready throughout copy and pasting the codes from ChatGPT. So it's gonna be really great thing. So guys, throughout here we're gonna just select launch activity, which is great, and when done, just tap on finish, and our app will be generated throughout there, so as we can continue throughout our app. This is our app, and when we go to the manifest file right now, you can see our app has been assigned with an intent, and it's really great thing. Now we are ready to test our app and see how much it's gonna be fast on test. So I'm gonna use Visor. So Visor is a great app throughout casting your Android app on your PC, so as you can see it lively without you doing a lot of things. So here you go guys, this will be our section of our app. So if I go home, so I can just monitor my phone here, you guys can see it on the screen. So our app will be installing, and we're gonna just do a fast run. It will be having an empty activity. It won't have anything to display what's happening throughout Visor. Let me see something. See, it's asking us to install the app. You can say install and it will be running, and that's our app. It's called web app. It has nothing, it's just plain app. So throughout here, what's next we're gonna do is we're gonna use ChatGPT. Okay, we're gonna create Android app web view app with a button. When pressed, loads web view. Now let's see what it's going to be doing. Sure, I can provide you with a sample of code to create it. Okay, that's our activity, main activity. Okay, we're having a button there. You can see define the button, which the button uses on click. Okay, I can see there that's an XML file, which is perfect. You can see how it's going on and run up on the device. Okay, we're good, and we will allow the permission on the manifest file, which is really important. Now I'm going to start with the XML, copying the code, and let's go directly through Android here, and we're going to replace it with that. So this will be a load web page. So it created a button, it's called load web page. And another kind of stuff, we're going to go throughout Android. Now throughout here you can see it created the package name and all of that, but throughout the code it told you this is what you need. You just don't need to have the package name. It doesn't understand about the package name. So we're gonna start by doing one thing. First thing first is to add these codes. It says private, so let's go here and right here, and we're gonna add the button. You see it defines the button, which is great. Alt plus enter. Come on, Alt plus enter. And this one too, we're gonna press Alt plus enter too, and you can see it imported the web view and WebKit and all of that. So we have our buttons in here, which is great. Now the second thing is to have this kind of code, which it's called on create. Now on create, which is defined already here, which is great thing. And we're gonna copy this code here. Let's copy all of it, paste it here. So you can see it says we have just to cast again throughout there, and this it will be the web page loading. So I can say google.com, and throughout here, this is the button we called it. So it's private and button. If you want to change it to public, it's okay, but it's private. So another kind of stuff we're gonna run throughout our app and see what's going on. So let's go back to Visor and see our app, how it's gonna be changing, because we interchanged the whole code which was given by ChatGPT. So as we can see what's happening, restart and install, it just want to do a restart and install. So when it happens to you, you just have to restart and install. So we press the button and we're getting an error. Why are we getting an error? We're getting an error because on the manifest file, on the permission side, we didn't allow it to have internet. Now the manifest file, it's a great tool to be using on Android, because this, I think, is the backbone of everything throughout the app you're creating. You allow the internet, you allow the permissions, you allow the location, you allow everything throughout here. This is where all the Android apps have been allowed. So users, say users permission, and we can say internet. So we're going to give it internet, and we're going to close the tag. Now when you're done closing the tag, which is really great, and we're going to rerun our code again and see how it's going to be working. So this is our app in here, as you can see, guys, and it says changes were not applied, modification. Okay, we have just to restart again the app so as it can do a clean installation. Now after that, let's go again, restart, come on, restart. Now it's installing it again, and thus we go. And when we view our web page, it will be loading. Now you can see there it loads, but the button still stays there, so it's not that much convenience, you know. When it loads the page and the button still sticks there, it's not that much great, but at least it's a functional app which we're seeing here, which is really great. Now you can do a lot of bunch of stuff. If you want the customization, if you want to change this button to be downloads, you can change it, because this is a relative layout, remember. So guys, this is the quick and simplest way. I know it took time, but that's how you can use ChatGPT on making your codes. So it simplifies the code. You can even debug using ChatGPT, which it's really convenient. It's like you want to change anything through ChatGPT, you can just change. If you want to do this through ChatGPT, you can do it. So you can do bunch of stuff throughout using ChatGPT on your coding. So that's what's up, guys. Up on the next video. I hope you enjoyed on the video of today. We got to create a simple web view app, and you're going to use the Android Studio. If you want me to create another tutorial throughout here, it's going to be really great. Let me know in the comments down below. It will be much better. And up to on the next one, guys, I'll leave with you guys one thing which is so great. I'm a creator of Android apps. I develop apps, and I'll leave a link down below on where you can download my apps on the Play Store, and it's gonna be really great. Up to on the next one, guys, it's your boy here, Abdurrahim13. Catch you guys on the next project, and peace.